So this is the MXR Prime Distortion, a analog distortion pedal from 2013 actually, that I somehow never played before. This was sent to me by a friend, and as I was playing this for the first time yesterday, I had a strong feeling that I already kinda knew the sound that you can get from this. So I wanted to share this experience with you. Alright, first of all, it's kind of confusing to me that there are three versions of this. We have this one, then there's a purple one and a green one. But as far as I know, these are the exact same pedals, just different paint jobs and colors and whatnot. It's a pretty straightforward pedal. We have just output, tone and distortion. And that alone reminded me of a certain pedal that you guys are familiar with. So what's going to happen is I show you the footage from yesterday. I used my Epiphone Explorer with the passive pickups. Plug this pedal straight in front of my Orange Supercrush 100 clean channel, and I used a couple of other pedals such as the Wild Overdrive to boost the Prime Distortion as well as the DD8 for delay, and an RV2, very classic reverb pedal from Boss for some reverb. So here's the footage. So like I said, as I played this for the very first time yesterday, it sounded a little too familiar. But first let's talk about the overdrive situation here. I think it sounds very cool if you pair it with any kind of overdrive. I just happen to have the Wild Overdrive here, so why not combine MXR and MXR? Yeah, it sounded very cool. You can create a totally usable lead tone with this. So let's check out how it sounds in the mix. at this point, it's not a big surprise anymore. This sounds shockingly familiar to the infamous Boss DS1. It's not the same sound though. The Prime Distortion sounds a little smoother, I would say. This tends to be a little harsh and many people don't like this. I really like the DS1. You know, I've seen plenty of videos of this one before I made this video here, where people, well, they claim this doesn't sound good, it's too fizzy and too trebly. Well, you do know that if a pedal sounds too thin and fizzy, you can just dial the EQ on your amplifier, right? And that's what I do whenever a pedal doesn't sound the way I would like it to. I just turn some knobs on the amplifier and try to make it sound right. Anyways, here's a little A/B comparison of the Prime Distortion and the DS1. And there you have it. I think it sounds pretty cool, and as long as you're not going past the 11 o'clock position on the tone control on pretty much both of these pedals, they sound very good. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily play modern metal with this, but it's not supposed to do this kind of stuff. You know, it's a vintage distortion kind of sound, and it's great for every kind of rock and 80s metal situations, so why not? Little smoother on the edges as this one. Both of these very cool pedals. You just have to know how to use them, I guess. Thank you very much for watching this video. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below. Have a wonderful week. See you in the next one. Take care.